Way to go, girl. Do not stop running. All right? Let's go, let's go.
Griselda is Grizz, or Grizzy. That's what I go by. I'm a teacher by day, a runner by evening, and then I guess I'm like a baker on the side. That's who I am as like hobbies, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just a normal person who just likes to run. So I started running in 2012. I actually started running after college. I was the first person in my immediate family to graduate from college, and so the time after graduation was kind of like a tough one for me because I didn't really know like what the next steps were. I didn't know like what I wanted to do job-wise and stuff, and so I had also just gone through like a big breakup. And so like just kind of the world was like weighing down on me, and my friends and I decided that we were going to start doing just like some sort of physical activity to just kind of get us moving and kind of get our spirits up because we were all kind of on the same boat. And we started these like park workouts, but we would always end them with like a short little run around the park. And that was my favorite part, so I ended up actually continuing and just running on my own whenever I didn't meet with my friends. I think the biggest influences for getting into ultra running is Priscilla and then our friend Christine. In like late 2021, Priscilla sent us a link to the Antelope Canyon ultra marathons, sponsored through the Vacation Races. She kind of just put it in there in like a little group chat, and then Christine and I were like, oh, you know what, let's do it. So we ended up signing up. So that was like the influence, but the inspiration behind like running these long distances, I would have to say is myself. Just thinking back to like my running journey, I used to be kind of a big half-asser when it came to running. Like I would sign up for like half marathons and like barely train for them. But it was leaking into just like personal life. I was just like half-assing a lot of like just commitments that I would put on myself, and I was kind of tired of living that way. And so when Priscilla told us like, hey, let's do this race all together and stuff, I took it as like an opportunity to just like better myself and like figure out like when I want to achieve something, like what do I have to put into it. And that was kind of the inspiration behind these long distance running, is that I wanted to just prove to myself that I'm able to do these things and commit to them and actually give my entire heart to them. I know there's no like natural progression. Like you don't have to run like a 5K and then a 10K and then get into halves and then marathons and then you go into like the next distance. I personally like that like step for myself. Like I've already ran every other distance and I've done a couple 50Ks, and I'm like, well, let me try the 50 miler. Because I know like people have told me that that's a different beast. And I kind of just wanted to try and see like if I'm capable of doing it. I do hope that I like bring inspiration to people. I want to inspire people to just like realize that like they can push themselves out of their comfort zone and they can try something that they've never done, even if it's not an ultra. Like if they want to try like a half marathon or a marathon, that they can do it themselves. I also want to inspire people, like if I do end up DNFing this ultra, this 50 miler, I do want to still inspire people, because even through failure, like that's something that's valuable. And I hope that like if I don't succeed in it, like I could still inspire people to go and try their best and learn from their mistakes. But if I am successful, like I do hope to inspire someone to eventually want to run a 50 miler or an ultra themselves.
I heard you fell.
Yeah.
Welcome to 50 miles. All right.
I was hoping to fall at, mile 49, not 1. My crew's out there.
They are. I saw Dylan.
I'm like, I need one of them to get me a bandage.
Okay. How's that cut feeling?
It doesn't hurt anymore, and my knee's not like throbbing.
Yeah.
But every time I hit a bush, especially on the really narrow ones, I'm like, ah.
Okay, I got you.
So I went out knowing that I would have to kind of slow down because I tend to go out pretty strong in races and then kind of break down over time. But I was like, no, this is a long race. I'm gonna be out here for hours. I'm gonna take my time. We're gonna run as much as we can on the uphills. And then when I did my first ultra, one of the things that they told me is make sure that you run the flats. So any flats, any downhills, I made sure that that's what I was doing during those first 25 miles.
Basubis?
No, I have those from Paso. Do you have Band-Aids somewhere?
She's got, Cassie's got one.
I ate shit at mile 1.
Look at that. We take our eyes off of you for 1 second.
Yeah, it was because it was downhill and it was rocky.
Yeah, in the purple jacket bed.
Let's go, Grizzy!
Let them know at the next aid station if you need something at the following.
How do I get across this?
See them rocks?
Yeah. Ah! I don't want to get my feet wet though.
It's on camera. If you fall, I got you.
America's Funniest Home Videos. Oh no. Got my shoe wet. Oh,
Hey.
no. Coral.
Rami, go ahead, girl.
Wait. Sorry, guys.
You got it. You rock. You rock.
No, this one's so.
You gotta branch out every now and then.
Ah.
Are you streaming this?
I know, right? I should be streaming this. Yeah!
I was hustling and pushing myself and trying not to stop for long times in the aid stations also. I'm like, I have all my stuff, get in, get out when I needed to, and then just keep moving. You arrive and you get your stuff and then you turn and you look to where you're headed and it's just this giant steep hill that you have to climb. But I was feeling really good and pretty fresh, so I was like, okay, time to go. So I had to walk. I'm like, that thing was for me not runnable, and it was pretty gradual and stuff. So it felt good over time.
How much farther till the aid station?
200 yards or so.
Okay.
Okay, go, girl.
Right behind you.
Okay.
Not far behind you.
No. You should have a half mile.
Yeah, half mile.
Okay. He was trying to.
My thoughts on my responsibility, I think for me is taking any emotional burden that Gracie has and help her through that. Not make it worse, number one. And just help her enjoy this later stage of her race, I guess, as much as I can. I'm nervous because Gracie's a far better runner than I am. So I'm just hoping to bring the energy that she needs. I know that she's far more advanced athletic-wise, so that's the only thing I can do. But I'm excited to join her in this and just do this run.
So the first 20 miles strategy was to go out. The first 5 miles were going to be fast, but then settle into a pace she's confident with, and On training runs, she knows she can run in those 12 to 13s all day, and eat. She came in and was militant about how what she needed added to her bag, and she seemed sharp again. So sending her off to do this climb, and then she knows it's one last climb, and then it's rolling downhill. And
so after Stonewall, that's when I started to slow down on the downhills. And then I see Dylan, and I remember him yelling at me, "You have 1.98 miles to go." And I said, in my mind, I was like, no, I fucking don't. I'm like, I thought I had so much less to go. And when he told me that, I think mentally it just shattered me. And I was like, I thought I was so much closer and I had more time. But I was like, okay, I'm just gonna keep going. And it was pretty runnable and stuff. So I was like, okay, I'll run, but it's gonna be slow.
Stop running. All right.
When I got to 35, when I got to Pedro, I was like, well, that's it. I'm past the cutoff time. And then they were like, no, you can go. And my crew was like coming towards me and like handing me stuff. And they're like pushing me and like, you gotta go. Like, you can't stay. I was in like this state of like, I don't know. I was like maybe delirium or something, but it just felt unreal. I was like, you're really gonna let me continue?
My job as a pacer is to keep moving forward with her, bringing her spirits up and making her laugh. We're going to get to that finish line together, so that's my job.
Anything you're worried about?
Holding her back, honestly, but I think that I can keep a good pace. I don't want to hold her back. You are stronger than you think. You're an inspiration to all of us, and I always believe in you.
So initially, my plan for the second half of the race, when I went over it with my crew, we were looking at the elevation map and realized like after a certain point, it was just all going to be downhill. Like we had the last climb for Stonewall, and then it was going to be, it was going to flatten out. And then once I got to 35, it was just like giant downhill to the next aid station and then flattens out back to the end. And in my mind, I was like, yeah, we're gonna make this ultra my bitch during these like downhill miles. And then I get to them and the plan completely changed. It was just too much of technical downhill for me that like, making it my bitch did not happen. I had to slow down significantly.
How are you feeling, Grizzy? You okay? Yeah? Okay.
I think the toughest part of the race, I mean, obviously was getting to 44, which was the last aid station. And at first, like wanting to continue, and then like the people, like, I guess supervising is the word I would use, being like, yeah, you can go, but wait, we're gonna double check. And then having them be like, oh no, we can't let you continue. I think that was the toughest part because it was devastating. Can I just do it? Can I just finish it? It'll be on an unofficial time.
Wow.
Are you going with him?
No, I'm not the sweeper. I'm the videographer.
Okay. You want anyone to stop?
They wanted to stop? Yeah. I really think you're going to have a hard time making it.
So, yeah.
Even if it's an unofficial time, but like this is self-supported, they don't want me to do that.
Yeah, you have to turn in advance.
I do want to pay tribute to my pacers. I think they did a really good job. Ale did a great job pushing me up Stonewall and like helping me on the downhill. And then I think Priscilla did a really great job just kind of like pushing me forward and keeping my mind off of like the scary downhill and like I have no water with me. I also want to just like thank my crew, Dylan and Blanca, who were at every single aid station. So what's next? So on the plan for 2025 is just to take it easy. I've realized that like if I push myself hard one year and then try the same thing again the next year, I kind of end up getting injured. So I think for next year, I'm going to take it easy, focus on shorter distances, but definitely want to get out onto the trails a lot more and practice those things that I know I can work on for the next time that I go to Anza Borrego, because it is a future plan. Maybe not 2025, but definitely maybe 2026.
Give thanks, so when me a bleed. Set speed, I carry on now. Big man in town, them shoulda know say me a keep it crown, yeah. Plant seeds, work feed. Well, enough of them want ready band. When the food gone so long, them run. And them can't be found. Still man fight the fight, me not give in. Day and night, me keep on building. Way of life, me breathe out, breathe in. Oh, 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 oh. Tell them I'm a winner, yeah.